I can imagine how confusing it can be to hear about all these diets in the media, to see these social influencers all touting what they're doing to get results. How confusing it can be to try to figure out which diet, which approach, which plan is gonna be right for you. Because everyone's saying that this is the only way to get results. Paleo, keto, Mediterranean, right? Vegan, vegetarian, all of these things have their own documentary. So which one is gonna be right for you? Here's the cool part. They all work, okay? They all work. And here's how they all work. I wanted to show you how they all work as quickly as I can, just so that you have some confidence and you understand that what you're doing, it doesn't matter where you're at on here, okay? What matters is that you can be consistent. What matters is that you can sustain this over the long haul. And so let's look at these. You've got your ketos and your paleos. You've got intuitive eating. You've got portion control. You've got meal templates. You've got counting calories. You've got counting macros, right? All of these come with their own level of accounting, their own level of detail. And the higher your goals are, yes, the more detailed you need to get, but they all work for this simple reason. They all affect this calories inside of the equation, all right? So let's just real quick look at this. We've heard about calories in and calories out. And is it a simplified approach and a simplified way to look at this? Absolutely, because even within an appetite and environment, and even within your metabolic rate and all these things, there's variables that we can't ignore. But ultimately, this is what we're talking about. And so within the calories out, what plays into that? BMR, right? Your metabolic rate. What goes into that? Your age, your weight, your sex, your genetics, your hormones. Of those things, what can you change? Not a whole lot, right? Thermic effect of food. That's how many calories we burn digesting food. Now, we can burn more calories digesting food if we eat more food, but that doesn't really help us too much. So we can't do a whole lot there. NEAT, non-exercise activity. That is just how we move out throughout the day, right? If someone who fidgets a lot, they're gonna have a higher NEAT, okay? When I'm walking around the gym all day coaching, I'm gonna be burning a lot. If I'm sitting behind a desk, my NEAT is gonna be lower. We can sort of manipulate that a little bit. This is one of the reasons why that we will always typically look at steps with people, just as a way to make sure that we're continuing to move. Exercise activity level, and this is the one that everyone really wants to focus on. I get this question a lot. I think I just need to work out more. The percentage of this in terms of your energy out is very small. And so I think what we should be focusing on, what we need to focus on, is this energy in piece. This is what we have control over. And what goes into that? Appetite and environment. And what goes into appetite? There's lots of things. We can go down that rabbit hole of appetite, but ultimately this is what these diets do. Okay, so how do they do it? Well, if I can only eat a certain amount of food, if I'm told that I can no longer have carbs, I'm probably gonna limit my calories in, right? If I'm told I can only eat this much of something, I'm gonna limit my calories in, right? If I'm tracking macros, I'm gonna be limiting my calories in. And so they all work for the right person at the right time. And so the challenge becomes not being enticed to follow someone else's plan, right? We see all these social influencers and we see these diets working for everybody, and it's just confusing because maybe you tried that and it didn't work for you. That's okay, because there's all these other options. It's just a matter of helping you find what is best for you and your lifestyle and your goals, because you probably don't need to eat like a bodybuilder. We probably just need to start to find some solutions to help you be consistent. And the other cool part about this is all of these are a skill. And when you have these skills, you can move up and down this ladder, right? So maybe you're kind of tracking calories and protein, but you've got a party tonight. Cool. Maybe you just go down to portion control, okay? And it's about using this as a framework to help get you results. There is no one answer to this puzzle of weight loss, okay? And I know that can be confusing because we want simple. We want someone to tell me this is how you do it. But there is no simple way to do this, right? It takes you're unique. Your approach needs to be unique. That's what we do, is we help you find a solution that works for you so that you don't have to stress about whether or not you fell off the keto diet or whether or not you didn't have the right, calories or protein that day. The goal is to tailor this to you, because when it's tailored to you, it's gonna be successful and it's gonna be sustainable. And that's our entire purpose with coaching: successful, sustainable transformations. And that means finding something that's going to work for you long term, but also giving you the strategies to move around and still feel good and still be able to go out and eat with your friends and not feel like you failed, because you know what? You didn't fail. That's the ultimate goal, so that you have peace of mind that you can get results no matter what.